All right, dinner in 30 minutes or less. We are going to start with some quinoa. So first you want to rinse your quinoa most likely. I mean, you can do it without, but you might get kind of a chemical-ish flavor if you don't. I do like it, but I rinse. I tried it without once and it was, yeah, not so good. So I just go like this. This works. I fill my little cup up with the quinoa, and then I just tip it over. And then I put it in hot. Rinse my hand off. And then 2 cups is what we need. So we're gonna heat up boil it, put some salt in there. And I'm gonna cover it so it, sorry, I'm gonna cover it so that it boils quicker. Let's see what I've got for a cover here. I don't think this fits. No. Okay. I'm just gonna make do with that. Okay. So it's going to start boiling. While we wait for that, we will we are going to, in a bowl, take this bowl, we're going to add some olive oil. I keep my olive oil in the fridge, so it's right now it's solid. I'm just waiting for it to become liquid, and it will be quick. And then we're gonna use a spice. The recipe here calls for 5 spice powder. I don't have that, so I'm probably gonna use allspice. Why not? So I'm going to use some allspice. If you have a 5 spice powder or some kind of spice combination that you like, go for it, use it. And I'm going to take a teaspoon and we're going to use just a 1/4 teaspoon. There. And then bell pepper. So let's use 1 full bell pepper. If you don't have bell pepper, you can use any vegetable you want. Taking this guy here and rinsing it, and we're going to cut it into slices. Oh, I think the quinoa is boiling. It is. Okay, so let's check the directions on the quinoa. So once it's boiling, reduce heat and cover for about 15 minutes. So I'm taking it to low, like level 2, in 15 minutes. So about 8 o'clock my time. I'll check it. And I will put the quinoa back. Quinoa is high in protein for for a grain. We're in a half cup, you get about 5 grams, and it's a complete protein. Yep, one of the only plants that are complete protein, meaning you get all the amino acids like you do when you eat any animal product. Okay, let's see if we got some oil. Yes, we do. So we need 2 teaspoons of oil. Okay. There's 1. All right, there's 2. See, that's a little solid. Still, it's okay. I put this back in. Actually, I'm probably going to use more of this because we're going to make 2 things. We're going to make a vegetable side dish. We get lots of veggies in these recipes, which is good. Half plate veggies. Okay. So we're going to cut this into slices. We're going to cut into 1-inch slices. There you go. I don't mind the seeds. They're an aphrodisiac. Any seed is, because it's fertility. Seeds are how plants make baby plants. So they say when we eat seeds, it's an aphrodisiac. We shall see. All right. And then I'm going to stir this oil mixture and put the bell pepper in. Okay, and then we're also going to put in some protein. I'm going to use cheese. So I'm going to use 4 slices of my cheese here that I got from Costco. So I'm going to use 1 of each slice. So I can try each one. So I've got Swiss. I've got this Monterey Jack. No, Colby Jack. And then Monterey Jack and cheddar. Oops. Cheddar. That was a little piece of cheese that fell off the piece I'm using. I try to just eat what the portion is for me. So I try to take from what I'm actually using. So here's a little piece that stayed on. So it's allowed. It's not like I'm taking from another piece. So the cheese is our protein. Then I'm going to add a little shredded cheese too. We'll use a little of this cheese. Not always easy when you're shooting your own stuff. So bear with me. Okay. So now I'm going to put this on a cast iron skillet. So let's move this we go. So we put this on. I'm kind of stirring it again. This is one thing I like about being vegetarian is I love cheese and nuts. There. Okay. So medium-high heat. And we're going to cook it for about 5 minutes. It'll be done probably around the time the quinoa is done, actually. Now let's get the other dish ready. All right. The other dish is zucchini ribbons. So the zucchini ribbons, medium. Let's make sure this is keep stirred. Cheese is already melting. I'm gonna turn it down even more. I'm gonna put the cheese on top of the peppers so I don't scald it. You can use tofu, nuts, if you want. You can use eggs as your protein. Okay. And then zucchini ribbons. Actually butternut squash ribbons. We're going to throw these in with it. Need to defrost that a little bit. How many servings are in here? 4. So you just want to kind of defrost that so I can only cook a little bit of it. Let's see if we got garlic. Let's put the toaster away. This is it's coming. That definitely cooled the stove down with that ice block. Let's see. We need some soy sauce. So pull out a soy sauce. I saved my. Actually, I think I have. Oh man, I just threw it away. Jeez. But I have some in here. I'm pretty positive. I hope. Otherwise, I'm gonna be so mad. I literally just threw it away today. Oh man. Yep, I threw away a little too premature. No soy sauce. All right. Let's see. It's still defrosting. Okay. So let's see what we're gonna use for soy sauce. It's some kind of Italian. I mean, Asian. What is that here? Very likely poison. Yeah, soy sauce. We'll use a little. I don't like using this much, but because of the sugar. So I'm making a little dressing. So I'm use a half tablespoon of this. See if we can break this. Yeah. Almost. Back to this. Apple cider vinegar. Do not have that, but I want to do white wine vinegar. Then we do half a tablespoon of this. There's that. 1/2 tablespoon of almond butter. But I don't have that. Let's check on. Okay. Yes, we got it. So there. Okay. Now we put back in here for another day. I'm going to secure it up and then throw it back in the freezer. Dinner on my own tonight. Man is out partying with his company. Oh geez, I guess that didn't hold very well. Let's see. Turn it down again. I'm gonna put this in a Ziploc. Almond butter. We don't have almond butter. could maybe use some of my liquid hope. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see if there's some almond, maybe some no. Okay. So none of that. Oops. None in there. Let's see if there is any in here. If there's almond butter in here. No. Okay, I'm just using butter. Butter. Oh, this is where he got the butter. Okay, so we're using 1/4 tablespoon butter. So I'm just gonna go like this and here. Actually, that looks, well, no, that would be fine. And then sesame oil, the last. So we didn't need more of this. Now we just need sesame oil, and we need 1/2 tablespoon of that. Whoa. Pardon. Rosie. Okay. Okay, 1/2 tablespoon of this. And that's the end of this. Fabulous. So let's open stuff up. I'm glad I didn't throw that away because I was going to just kind of use it and be over it. Like I just wanted to use the rest of it, but I was like, I don't really need to. Save it for a rainy day like today. Okay. So now I'm going to put that on the squash. It's very nice sesame flavor. I love sesame oil. And I want to get like a scraper. Some of this cheese is scalded. Because sometimes that's kind of good. Like it's kind of a trendy thing to get at like some Mexican restaurants nowadays. They serve you like taco with the cheese scalded. When you cook in a skillet like this. All right, now let's check on our quinoa. Almost forgot about it. All right, that's done. And so now we just need to fluff that with a fork. Okay, and this is our dinner complete. So we are going to plate in a bowl the quinoa. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to use a 1/2 cup, generous half a cup in my bowl, quinoa, and then on a plate, like so, I am going to plate up the rest of my green stem yellow bell pepper cheese and spaghetti squash stir fry. Never a better stand than Pizza Hut boxes. So here, hop. There you have it. This is what you got tonight. Cheese, bell pepper, spaghetti squash stir fry with quinoa. Dinner in 30 minutes or less.